Welcome to the Buzz On, episode 12. I'm Dave.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we're going to extend our little series of rewilding. And so it kind of came down to initially, why did we even begin this subject, Kelly? Why talk about rewilding? What started it?
We got this from everyone that is part of Crown Bees. I've gotten many people reaching out to me saying, Kelly, what do? I have and want wild bees in my backyard, but I'm not finding them or only finding a few. And what I did is I turned to Dave and I said, Dave, what and how can we improve getting wild bees in people's backyard?
Okay, so we went to a really neat app called iNaturalist. And when you open this up and you search for bees, there's just amazing data there, but kind of hard for me, even I'm not an entomologist, so kind of hard for me to discern which ones could actually use a bee hotel. So we reached out to a developer, Tom, who helped, thank you, Tom, who married our want of being on our site with a tool.
Something simple and easy.
That digs into iNaturalist and finds just the bees and beneficial wasps that nest around wherever you are in the US and Canada, and just tells you when and what bees have been found. So that's what this is all about. That's where we're going. So to begin with, even Kelly, we're always a why company. And why do you feel these customers they won't find anything? What's going on?
And a lot of it is beyond their control. So if you are in a city or a county where they're spraying for ticks and mosquitoes, already that's a chemical imbalance. And two, people just live in these areas that are very far away from the typical meadow fields where these native bees and beneficial wasps would be able to thrive.
Okay, so chemicals and even the lawns of and the treatment, the stuff that's going on to these lawns. So chemical onslaught would pull them out.
Yep.
When we put all of these houses and structures and lawns and we've wiped out the dead trees where these bees might have nested.
And I don't have any dead trees in my neighborhood.
Nope. Or maybe some bush that might have had hollow stems that have all been taken out. And if anything, we've replaced them with, well, lawn and ornamentals and hybrids that are beautiful to the humans, but useless.
Yeah, there's no nutrients in those ornamentals for the wild bees. They just don't have the pollen that they need.
Okay, so this is the wham moment. This is what we think is going on. So why would we want to have a beautiful yard full of bees? This is the positive side.
I love being able to go outside and hearing the buzz in my garden. It is a joy to look out and see the birds. I have to share the birds and the bees because one eats the other.
Okay, and also a rewilded yard has more critters in it, so also these birds are eating larvae and caterpillars and stuff. So it's a so there's that. By my ability to walk out in the middle of July and find flowers instead of a dead lawn, find flowers that are native, I don't have to do much to them, but by finding beauty from spring through deep summer is appeasing to me.
And keeping those native plants is great. It decreases my water bill.
Right. All right. So this is the positive why we think rewilding is good. Now let's dig it a little deeper. We're gonna pull the camera in and show you how to use this. From our home page, we're able to get to wild bees. I'm just clicking on the part that says tools. That takes us to our next page, a little bit about the page. But the cool part of the tool is here is a big map. Right now we've got this radius set to 150 some miles. But let's just pick on center of the country. Let's go with Minneapolis. Go to Minneapolis, click there, and it pulls us into, within this radius, here's all of these species and pictures that have been taken.
And this is where so many people that live in that area are all contributing photos so that they can all share that information.
Okay, let's go a little bit further. So Osmia is funny. It's a spring. April through June is when these bees are flying in Minneapolis.
Wonderful.
Okay, and oops, Kellie, what do we learn here?
Oh, look at that. all through summer. That's a happy bee.
Okay, so first just glance, as you walk through this entire, there's 16, 17 some species of both bees and wasps. You'll learn when they're flying, and if you find nothing in the chart, that says that either this species doesn't exist around you, or secondly, someone just didn't take a picture of it yet and had it identified. Okay, so at least this tells you who's there. We also see, what are these two things, Kelly?
Oh, those are great. So this gives you the information on what kind of nesting hole size you would need in your bee house to pull in these bees and the doors that they would use. This one's simple. They like everything. They've got leaves, petals, mud, and resin.
Right, so any one of these species are there. Okay, now we do allow you to go past our website. So if you click on this little link here below your charts, when I click on that, that takes me right into Minneapolis, and here's all of those pictures and all of these species of leafcutter bees, resin bees, all of these are Megacali that have been found out here.
But that's the reason why we built our site, is because iNaturalist is incredible, it's powerful, it's detailed, but it can be a lot.
Right. So even here, I'm going to go click on any one of these little pictures. Wow, two things are here. That's the unarmed leafcutter bee, and then what, Kelly?
Our beautiful flowers. These are the flowers that you would want to make sure are in your yard in that local area because they are loved by this particular bee.
Right. So it's a wonderful. So go explore this little piece. You can go in here and change the radius while you're inside here. You can make little squares inside here.
Okay, Dave.
Done. All right.
Dave goes down the rabbit hole.
So just to summarize, we think we've simplified a very wonderful website to just focus on species that nest in holes.
These are species you may discover in your local area, nesting in your bee house.
Okay, was that not one? That was one cool tool, right? I think it's really cool.
You did a good job, Dave.
Tom, thank you for doing that. Where I hope you saw around your area, there's probably a variety of cavity nesting bees and wasps. So there's that. Two, I would hope that you would see when these bees and wasps are flying. So realizing that there's some bee trying to fly in July says you should be having pollen and nectar out there in July. Okay. Here you probably learned that the size of the hole, what to put out there, small, medium, and large. And then lastly, it probably did talk about door material.
You know, leaf cutters love those soft leaves. We have the mason bees that love the mud, but there are so many other species and they all use a variety of material.
Grass carrying wasps need grass. There's resin, there's cactus pulp. All of these things you'll find here. So thanks for watching. Go out and discover what's around you using the where the wild bee ones are.
And if you have questions or suggestions, please share them with us.
Yeah, we're here to listen. Thanks.